All right, guys, we're the Sane Society. We got myself, Jochik, Justman, and Jagad, and this is our weekly anime and manga discussion, episode 16.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna talk about One Piece. We're gonna talk about Gachiakuta. We're gonna talk about Jujutsu Kaisen, the Bleach Anime, Chainsaw Man Anime, Chainsaw Man Manga, and then at the end, Andor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we had a lot of things on break, I guess.
I'm so hurt, especially
yeah.
after that Hunter.
My
Hunter
Hero
chapter.
was on break. I guess Black Clover
Is on break.
is on break because
Yeah.
of some health issues.
Yeah.
And then I guess just a normal break for Hunter x Hunter.
I guess, yeah. No idea.
Bro, take your breaks, bro.
Take
It's
your
okay.
breaks.
Take your
It's
breaks.
okay.
Good thing.
Yeah, no
Good thing,
breaks.
baby girl.
Yeah.
Take it. It ain't nothing but a chicken. One Piece 1066.
Yeah, 1066.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it right now. One Piece chapter is the best one this week.
No,
Yeah.
I disagree.
And then we're gonna explain. We're gonna go into it a little
Okay.
bit.
Wait,
I mean-
but just real quick, right?
Yeah.
Is 1066.
Yeah.
The cover page is Jeremiah 66.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is
That's
cool.
Yeah.
There's that cool little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had a translation error in last.
Last week's. Yeah, so I wanted to mention. So obviously, when we're doing this, we're recording it when we have like not the actual translations.
Official translations, yeah. Because
we
we
have-
want to get it up as fast as possible.
So
Yeah.
they did mention how Vegapunk was saying how bloodline elements can change based on the experience of the user.
Yeah.
So this ties into like one of the problems that we were talking about when back in Wano with Kaido and Momonosuke,
Momonosuke. Yeah.
because they extracted Kaido's lineage factor,
Yeah.
and because it's a fish fruit, Momonosuke should have been a fish and not a dragon.
Yep.
But now that he's talking about how experiences can change it,
Yeah.
if they extracted the lineage factor after he was a dragon, it makes sense that that's now the new like baseline of Momonosuke, and that's what
Right.
I was saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
But obviously that was
But it
that was before the pod.
it
So
also kind of questions the fact that like if now let's say Kaido dies,
yeah,
and somebody else eats the koi fruit,
yeah, will it stay in there?
Bro, I'm having a hard time
Right.
talking today.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Does that mean they're gonna be a dragon immediately?
I don't think so. I think it's because it's because they extracted it while he's still alive, because like
Mhm.
the devil fruit soul kind of merges with his, I guess, in a way or whatever.
Yeah.
It worked together
Mm-hmm.
because he's alive. But once he dies, it's like, I guess we don't know too much about devil fruits, but when it comes
Yeah.
back, it's gonna be like a refreshed fruit. Because in that same way, I guess like Luffy's fruit, we would have been seeing a much bigger difference in the way
we
his
don't
fruit
even
is.
know though. Like if
But
anybody,
just think about everyone's fruits. Like
yeah.
a lot of them, like it's just about how the fruit is.
No,
right?
'cause
Like,
we don't
they're
think,
the
like-
people learning the fruit.
Yeah, but like devil fruits are more abundant now than they were before, right? And more people are using their awakenings now.
So it could be like
So-
the first time they found it.
Exactly.
That's
That's
true.
that's all I'm saying. But let's just get back into the chapter because we've digressed a
Yeah.
lot.
So- With that translation thing though, that also was the theory that I brought up about how Kuma's a broken child or
child.
whatever.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
because he's a pacifist, so he doesn't
Mhm.
actually want to fight anyone.
right.
So it explain, and then that when we were also talking about it last week of how we can see these four like seraphims kind of defect
Mm-hmm.
and not join with the what the world government wants.
Yeah.
It plays into like their personality and stuff a
Right.
little bit better.
Well, we're finally getting a lot of Void Century.
And I'm
a
here
lot of
for
dots
it.
getting
I'm
connected
here
now.
for it, bro.
Um,
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
So
But this is stuff we already knew.
No, but yeah, like okay, like we the fans, like everyone who's like a hardcore fan knows that like okay, Void Century, 20 Kingdoms, world government took over, like whatever.
Yeah.
But now they're finally saying it.
Yeah.
They're finally saying it in it,
Mhm.
and we've been waiting for so long for this to like
be revealed.
be revealed and come
Mhm.
together. Like we know, like this is where it all was kind of going towards.
Mhm.
yeah,
And like we weren't wasn't gonna be any pump fakes there, but to finally have it said, and also like personally like Robin's backstory with O'Hara and everything
Yeah.
is like up there as one of my favorites.
Facts.
And just to have that tie back into
Mhm,
the story
mhm.
again, is just like that's the reason why I think it's the
Yeah.
best. Because last time that shit like we really got to see that
Was so long ago.
like episode like 200 something, you
Yeah.
know, like
Bro.
Water 7. Before Water 7, like it's so long ago.
so basically what we're going off of is knowledge is going to be the end of the world government.
Yeah.
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 And the other thing I wanted to bring up was, so in the chapter they talk about how they threw the books in this lake
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like they survived.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They show that
In the
back in like
yeah,
episode
they
200
do.
or whatever.
They do.
They
do.
show that they were
Throwing them,
like
yeah.
everything was on fire, but they were throwing shit in the water where you
Yeah.
knew it survived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like nobody talked about it. Nobody
Yeah,
nobody really made theories of it.
I remember I was rewatching One Piece, and I saw that episode where they're throwing the books into the lake, and in one of the books is One Piece. And it's like by Oda.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
That's actually hilarious.
Yeah, I remember telling you about it, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You have to pause it at like the right spot to
Yeah,
see it.
but still, like
Yeah.
just like that one little thing, like now he's finally bringing it around, and I'm just kind of surprised by like I guess the One Piece community not really discussing
Yeah.
how those books were gonna go translate into the future of One Piece.
Yeah. Because
And-
I thought they were ruined because they're paper
Because
books.
yeah,
Water. I'm like, yo,
Water,
it's
yeah.
GG.
but there's ways of restoring it.
That's
so
true.
it's like,
Yeah.
and then also like having Robin like talk about this stuff and learn about this stuff beginning of the arc rather than at the end of these arcs,
Yeah.
which we're used to,
Mm-hmm.
is such a shift, and just that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
'cause I was saying earlier, I was like, yo, we don't really get enough, like, we've been getting a lot of Robin reading road poneglyphs, which doesn't
Yeah.
give us shit.
Yeah.
But now we're getting, like, a lot of, like now we're getting a discussion between Robin and Vegapunk talking about the voice entry, which is more of what I wanted.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is, like, I've been waiting on this for, like, I think since, like, Fishman Island or however long, like, last time they looked at a road poneglyph, you know?
Bro, the fact that she is still alive?
No, we all...
Bro!
Kiki, hold on.
I thought he was dead, bro.
Wait, no,
I thought my guy was dead.
Okay, so there were theories.
Yo.
There were theories. there were theories where there
What the
was,
fuck just happened?
That's how he lied.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
Dude, so there were theories where they were saying like with Aokiji turning into ice,
Yeah.
where it's like preserving his life for like later.
Yeah.
But on low-key, I feel like he's not actually alive. I feel like there's a miscommunication because she thinks that it was him.
Because he was bandaged up, though, right?
But but the thing is, we don't know. Like those giants that pulled up could have been like anyone because he was part of the Saul was from the Marines and he ran
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
So who are and in the panel they showed 3 other giants, like a girl and like 2
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
guys.
But then they show.
They could have been like people who knew Saul, but like I think Saul actually just died, and like she
No,
believes it's him and he's
yeah.
still alive, and it's like a false sense of like hope.
No, I don't think
And
so.
she's just gonna be like, man, like it wasn't him.
No, because they show him sitting in the library when Vegapunk goes to visit.
Yeah.
It's literally
Wait,
him.
is it him?
But he just bandaged
Are you
up so you
sure?
can't
No.
tell.
Okay, cause
It's his like physique, everything.
physique.
how did he get out of the ice?
It was just his skin that's why he's bandaged up. His skin got frozen.
I swear his whole body got frozen.
That's what we thought, but the way they're making us believe is his skin got frozen and that his skin is all like murked. That's why he's
I'd have to-
bandaged from head to toe.
No, but how did they
And
get?
he went into hiding. Why else would he go into hiding?
No, I get. I mean, the hiding thing is also he was trying to. Yeah, that's true. Like, but he's saying they went in hiding because even like the giants or Elbaf, like they hid the books and everything, so it
No,
makes
but
sense for
they
them to go into hiding.
But he
in
says
that sense.
he went into hiding. That
Yeah.
dude, the captain or whatever.
It was just the way
Mhm.
he was like, I'm not sure,
Mm-hmm.
like, because like they went into hiding, like the way Vegapunk was saying that, like
Mm-hmm.
the way I saw the conversation go down,
Mm-hmm.
it made it seem like neither one of them like saw who like the other side of it, right?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't know who Saul is, and she doesn't know who actually like who the giants were that came to get the books.
Right.
So
right.
I feel like it's that miscommunication, you know.
Mhm.
Can we talk about like Vegapunk's head,
His design?
bro?
Yeah.
Big brain.
Big ass head. Chrome to the dome.
Huge, bro.
But that was him back in the day.
That's One Piece design
That was
at its
him-
purest.
Yeah.
So that was him before he swapped bodies, essentially.
Bro,
or
did you see the
whatever.
age? I hope it's a
Yeah.
a mistranslation.
43 years old.
No.
In the past, yeah, he was 43.
43
Is it
years
43?
old.
When he met with so by the way,
So-
another point, Dragon knew Clover and he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He pulled
yeah.
up at this basically the same time Vegapunk pulls up.
It says he's 43.
Yeah, so
He's
Dragon
43,
was 30,
Dragon's 33.
33 and
Yeah.
Vegapunk was 43.
Yeah. And I think...
But this was also 22 years ago.
yeah.
So that means now he's 65.
65 and Dragon's 55.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like... That work makes sense. But we thought Vegapunk was so much older.
Older, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of rattling in that sense.
Yeah.
But now that he had access to Clover's books and like
Mhm.
Ohara's whatever, like it makes sense. Like he was able to progress in such a way.
Yeah.
And then I thought what was really dope was that the incident at Ohara is the reason why the revolutionaries actually became revolutionaries.
Yeah, the Buster call.
Yeah.
And I like because it's kind of like I guess full circle in a way where like they also saved Robin and then did the time skip with Robin.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I mean, like it's a nice way to tie it together.
But he says like Vegapunk specifically says one line that catches my attention where he's talking to a dragon and he's like, "Yo, keep your eye on the end goal."
Yeah.
So that means they were in cohorts before this, like prior to that incident.
They did talk about. He was like he wanted them to join their rebel army or whatever.
Yeah.
Or freedom fighters. But
they both have the same end goal.
Yeah.
Which we don't know what it is yet.
Yeah. I mean, I like the way they show Vegapunk now because he's like he says it like he's a scholar to the heart, and he wants to like help in all aspects that he can to like create things.
Yeah.
So I like that he's like that
Mm-hmm.
and not like a vindictive like scientist.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with how smart he is and how like central he was to a lot of stuff that's happening in One Piece.
Yeah.
And then, but it's just so funny because like Dragon's operation before that point was just some flimsy like trash ass shit.
This is pre-scar or pre-tattoo.
Yeah. And then also we find out that him, Kuma, and Ivankov started it together.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Dragon went and scouted them.
Yeah.
So that makes me further believe like why would like Vegapunk had a reason for doing what he did to Kuma, and I feel like maybe it's reversible. You know, because it just it like they go way back, like they go so far back now, where it's just like you're doing this to him, like why? Unless like Kuma was just like, fuck it, just do it. Like,
do you think maybe it was like he knew what Vegapunk wanted to do with the Seraphims, and Kuma was like, "Yo, use my physiology," because again, in One Piece we haven't really explored this too much, but what if Kuma had an illness of the mind, like his brain was degrading at a rapid rate,
and it's like the only way to like save him and
save him. This is the only way to save him, was to do this.
Yeah, I can, because like I don't see Vegapunk because now, especially that he's a scholar, it's like he wouldn't just force Kuma to do this, right? They had a plan or something, and there's like a reason why he gave up his body, the way he did, because he could have just been a warlord without having to give up his body.
Yeah.
Right? Unless like the world government forced him.
Yeah.
But again, they would only be able to force him if Vegapunk gave him that information, like, oh, we can use this guy's lineage or whatever, and use that to make cyborgs and shit.
Yeah.
Right?
So Vegapunk does make that distinction though between the world government and the Navy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
like a film red thing.
Okay.
And he did say like if the world government finds out about anyone who knows about the voice entry, they'll actually like erase them. And that plays into like every like that's
all the Straw Hats are like what?
Yeah,
that plays into like every One Piece fan has been knowing or thinking where they're like like they just keep erasing shit from like the voice entry because like they don't want this shit to get out.
Yeah.
How do we think Elbath is gonna play into this?
Yeah, that's a big thing that I want because now that the Giants have all that knowledge and we also know Usopp's infatuation with them and stuff, so it's kind of like
I hope they go there.
I feel like it makes it more likely that they're gonna go to Elba,
right?
Because before it was like it made sense that like Usopp wanted to go there, but I always saw it like either one as like a training arc for him to actually become a brave warrior, but also as like a post like end of series thing where like Usopp's like adventuring on his own and he goes to Elbaf to spend time there on his own or something. So because like I was trying to figure out how is Oda gonna write this, where it's like you get Elbaf, but like we don't need to have it in the story, necessarily, unless it's gonna actually bring value.
Yeah.
So now that they have all those books and stuff, I can see like it making sense for Robin guys to actually go, and get more stuff out of that.
Yeah,
and
because like one of those books could hold the location of the last road poneglyph
for sure.
Yeah, because we actually have no idea where that one is.
Yeah. I thought it was really dope though that the Professor Clover was a pirate.
Yeah,
and it would be really cool if like he was a pirate and Professor Haluruk was also a pirate.
I think she was.
He like the guy.
Oh, you're talking about the guy. I think I'm a Greha.
No, sorry, no. If they were both pirates together, just like it'd be a little cool thing to do.
I feel like they need to bring back Kureha though. Now that we're talking about like even though you're talking about him, but I think because she like we always had her reactions to Chopper, but I want to have her
because we know she's old,
and I want to have her react to things happening in the news
because she's
now.
very old, right? She's over 100 years old.
Yeah, and I want her to react to things that are happening now because it's gonna it's gonna be a little bit of context. Like she's gonna be
Mhm.
like, oh, like people found out about this from like back then or something,
Mhm,
or
mhm.
like some shit like that.
Yeah, Vegapunk's designed basically after Einstein.
Yeah, yeah.
Einstein
Yeah.
and I feel like Newton
That was
a little bit.
you saw that like
Possibly.
instant like with
The-
the apple thing, right?
The
apple.
apple, half his
Yeah.
head is an apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the way his tongue's out and everything,
Yeah.
like you knew that was Einstein like the
100%.
minute you
And-
see
and
that.
Remember, I was
Like-
saying I want him to be a scientist,
Yeah,
like look like a scientist.
yeah.
This is what I
That's
wanted.
what you wanted.
I didn't
yeah.
want him to be like some like you know,
random like I don't know goofy thing.
yeah, no, but like.
Or, like
He can be goofy, but like
Like a
make,
kid or
make him a
something, or like
scientist, you know? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like he not like
like actually
typical-
look like a scientist.
Yeah. But like,
I'm happy that he's like doing that Einstein.
But
thing.
the whole Einstein thing, I think it plays even more into our previous theory of how the thing that destroyed the Lucia kingdom,
Yeah.
that Vegapunk created it because Einstein created the atomic bomb, and the atomic
Yeah.
bomb, you know how they
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah.
dropped on
I can
Hiroshima
see
and
Vegapunk
Nagasaki.
being the one who, because he was even saying like harnessing the power of the sun and stuff.
Didn't Einstein drop like making the
He like, but his what is it called?
Schematics?
His work
yeah.
is what laid the groundwork for that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you like he's like indirectly tied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be in the same way where like they're gonna off Vegapunk
Yeah.
and they're gonna take his designs forward. And
No, but I think that what they used to, you know, kill
Yeah.
Sabo is.
they didn't kill him, man. Shut up.
But whatever they used to kill Sabo is something that he unintentionally created.
They didn't even touch him.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, would you think it'd kill Ace? Probably.
Yeah.
It's all good. He's chilling with Ace now, anyways.
Yeah, they're both together.
Yeah.
So SSG doesn't mean Super Saiyan God,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like super special, no special science
super,
special.
special science group.
Okay, yeah, special science
super
group.
special science.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
just special science group.
special
Oh.
science group. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
man, they just so basic. Like, we were expecting something like different, but
But he says, like, it could be a translation error, but Vegapunk says he, like, warped. When they find him and they pull him out of the giant robot, he's like, oh, I warped by accident or something.
I don't know if he said word.
Because
He
you
says-
see, like, waves
You see
come out
waves
of-
come off the thing,
and
yeah.
then he appears, right? So it's like, do you
seemed
think
like-
it's a devil fruit power he has?
no,
it
because
seemed like he was testing some shit.
yeah, it
Yeah,
seemed like
okay.
he was inside or like in that area doing something, and then he pulled up there,
Mm-hmm.
and also the thing I was saying where Vegapunk knows who Luffy is,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
clearly he
Yeah,
knows
yeah,
who
yeah,
Luffy
And he
is.
straight up says Dragon
Yeah.
Summon.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, so do we think
especially with their
do
background.
we think he's the satellite? Like, he's the main one?
yeah.
Or
he
is
has
he
to
the...
be.
I think so. I think because it said Dr. Vegapunk and no like
Yeah,
number this or
number
number
or
that.
yeah,
nothing,
yeah, that's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
It seems like that was like the real one.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though we're missing the sixth one, you said
No, I think we've seen them all. I feel like we've seen them all.
no,
I think we're missing the
we're missing the sixth one because they all had like names like Wisdom or whatever,
Sure.
and even like all of them had names. And this Dr. Vegapunk that showed up now
Yeah.
still doesn't have that name on it. It's just Dr. Vegapunk. So I feel like he's the central one.
Yeah.
But I feel like in terms of this chapter, it did so much for like One Piece as a whole. That's
I mean, it was
This is-
information we already knew.
This is your
Yeah.
favorite
It was-
shit.
yeah. It wasn't stuff we knew. It was stuff that we like 90% were like, it's gotta go down like this, and then like Oda could have done some other shit with it.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's no confirmation yet. We finally got the confirmation,
Mm-hmm.
and we get more of like the shit tying together. So
Mm-hmm.
We also had Gachiakuta drop
Yeah.
Yeah, chapter 35.
35. I mean, I guess we were wrong, but
No.
I guess we can't call it
Huh?
all.
Oh.
I guess we can't call it all.
because we were saying how Rudo's gonna
Attack her.
attack her because
Yeah.
of the girl.
To be
and all-
fair, it could still happen.
But you said the whole smell thing, how she can like control your memories through your smell.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, but the
Mhm.
way he's mentioning is like he actually joins up with her
Yeah.
and starts beefing these guys.
But
I think it's
still play in
momentary.
yeah, it
Yeah.
could still play in the other way.
Mhm.
I feel
Yeah.
like.
I think eventually it will, but
Yeah.
the smell thing is crazy. Like how
That
strong smell is for the memories.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this
Yeah.
chapter was also like not much to it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Kind of just
They're
waiting for the fight to happen.
They
Yeah,
had some
'cause
nice
they
paneling.
all-
But we
like-
are gonna see like I think it's Engine and the other guy.
There's 3 of them.
No, but two of them are actually like normal.
No. There's like 3 are against them.
But I'm saying
3
like,
are. Isn't it 3v3?
It's 2v2.
It's 2v3.
I think it's 2v2 or 2v3.
It's 2v3.
Yeah.
Because the one panel you see Rudo on one side, you see the hose dude, and you see the scissor girl.
Yeah, and then you see 2 in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those 2 in the middle, like we're about to actually see them pop off.
No, but at the end he's like, "Yo, I don't like using my jinky."
Yeah.
So we're about to see some shit.
Yeah. Because I think that's the guy that was supposed to train Rudo.
Yeah.
Right. When Engine was like, "Yeah, I'll train with this guy," and they decided like a falling out and shit, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be hype seeing this guy pop off, especially because his character design is like one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how much to live?
Wait till next chapter, see what's up.
Yeah, that's true.
Bleach episode 5.
My favorite episode.
Damn.
Episode 5 was my favorite episode.
Damn.
Like,
damn.
easily.
Let's have a moment of silence for our guy
Byakuya.
Yeah.
Let me just.
Rest in peace. This guy, he's definitely dead.
Yeah.
Yo, freaking
Man.
dude. Like, okay, what happened in this episode, I was expecting to happen last episode.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I guess, like, it's only 20-minute episodes and stuff, so, like, pacing-wise and whatever. But, you know, like, just the shots of him getting murked out by Senmo and Sakura. Like,
Yeah.
I think they even had it where, like, did they briefly, like, shut off the music for a second? And just have him just get blasted by Senmo and Sakura like, for a bit?
It just gave me vibes of Grimjaw beating the shit out of Ichigo. The punch where he's just going off, and that's what I was like, man, he's just getting rolled right now.
By the way, at the beginning of the episode,
crazy.
when
And
it starts off and like they announce to this whole society that like Ichigo's coming,
Yeah.
that shit went hard.
That did.
That shit went hard.
Yeah. I didn't expect Kenpachi to react the way he reacted. You know, I thought him to just be like, "Oh, word," not like, "Oh yeah, he's coming." You know,
our boy's coming through.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like that kind of goes to the fact that like why Byakuya was like, "Fuck it," at that point because like
he's like
Ichigo's
gonna pull up, like
Mm-hmm.
let me like hold these guys off as
Yeah,
much as I
yeah.
can.
Mm-hmm.
And then because you see him, I guess, fall down, and he's like, or his like blade breaks, and he's like, "I'm gonna keep going though," and then he tries to keep going and just gets murked.
Yeah.
And then Renji's like, "Okay, let me try doing something,"
and he gets
in
murked.
classic Renji fashion and just gets murked. Like, you know how it is.
Yeah.
We had another character also get murked. Ruki also got murked too. Which was the whole thing that like Byakuya's whole thing. That he was like the fear of Rukia like dying or whatever.
Yeah, because honestly, that's an L on her side because she's just like, "Oh no, brother, your thing's like, like we got to whatever is like leaving," like, and she like tries to dip mid fight, and you're like, "Yo, you're barely holding yourself against these guys."
No, but what I like on Twitter, people were like, so when they show Byakuya, right? They're like they show like kind of like a flashback of all his previous fights.
Yeah.
And they're like,
that's cool.
You always like push yourself, or there's some sort of monologue going on, right? In one of the flashbacks, it shows Byakuya fighting Koga Kuchiki.
Yeah.
From the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc.
Yeah.
So people on Twitter were like, "It's canon! It's canon now!"
No, but
like, bro, what?
I mean, no, because the character could be canon himself, but I guess the fight wouldn't make sense.
I don't know.
No, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's canon.
It
was just previous stuff.
I still wouldn't say I still wouldn't say it's canon. That's more so to drive home like the sentimental aspect of like you know what we've been through as Bleach fans, I guess.
Yeah.
But dude, we got to see Kenpachi, which originally in the manga was off screen. He kind of like they showed flashbacks of him fighting these three Stern Riders.
Yeah.
And I like the way like that whole thing went off where he was like, like first guy was nothing, he was trash, second guy was and then the third guy actually had a little bit because he was just a copycat.
Yeah, because he copied.
And he's like, "Yo, I just gonna be better than myself."
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. So, that shit was fire. Just saying like,
bro, he pulled out that guy like he straight up one dude like the guy who turns into bro. Yeah, he just grabs it. He's like, "Yo, give me that."
And even when Yamamoto pulls up.
Oh,
bro, when Yama pulls up
and the guys trying to use his lieutenant's like Bankai on him, and then it goes into the backstory, and he's just fucking like this ain't shit, and he's just sitting there like, he's like, fuck these guys for even like thinking, that they could even touch this shit.
Like the only two elemental Bankai we've seen are from Toshiro and him.
Yeah, that control the weather.
Both of them have white hair. Just a weird.
Oh, I mean, he's old, so I guess he has white.
No, as a kid in the flashback, he has white hair.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. I guess
Our boy Yuji Sai.
Is that his name?
What? No, Chojiro is the guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The lieutenant.
Yeah.
But Yamamoto's name is Yuji Sai.
Was it Yuji Sai?
Yeah.
I thought wasn't it like on Sai or something? No.
It's Yuji Sai.
Is it Yuji Sai? I don't remember.
But
he went to like three different names
because of the scars.
Yeah.
But we're gonna call him Yuji Sai because RIP.
That's the guy.
RIP Chojiro.
Yeah. But dude, even his Bankai look lit, like the purple lightning and shit.
Yeah,
bro. When Yama was just like, "Yo, this ain't shit."
Yeah.
Like you don't.
This is nothing. This is nothing like how your Bankai would like normally is because he's honed it for like years.
And then he just turns on his flames and just incinerates.
And you see like the skin and the bones and everything incinerating.
Yeah.
Yo, that was so satisfying.
That was sick.
So satisfying.
So sick. And man, like he like you could tell that like Yama's like finally turning up, right? And he like goes off and everybody's like everybody just like feels it.
They
right?
all
just
turn like, oh shit!
Like this guy's going off.
If he's on the battlefield and he's going off, oh fuck!
Like, bro, the way he like kind of flew away though, it reminded me of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
like the key around.
Like the flame.
But his entrance, that animation where it's just him, that went so hard.
When he pulls up, you just see Kenpachi getting choked out.
Yeah.
And then you're like, dude, if this guy's choking out Kenpachi, like, that's fucking wild.
Yeah. Because the fact that Kenpachi beat 3 of them and everyone else is having such a hard time.
Yeah. And then Yamamoto is just like, just no difficulty like this. Like, and then, like, Yamamoto, like, basically no difficulty the other guy.
Yeah.
So now you're about to see, like, this shit pop off next episode. Like,
the way he pulls up, he's like,
bro.
Yeah.
Also, we don't know who pulled up on Urahara and
and I like the way they cut it. Like I think it was like exactly like how it is in the manga. And none of the fans, like, nobody knows who it is. You don't know when he's gonna come or what or who. Yeah.
It was a nice little you know, like they left it off at the perfect time.
Yeah.
We also had Chainsaw Man Manga chapter 110.
Yep.
We weren't on point on
at
this one either.
At all, bro.
We were kind of like her leg got turned into a sword.
Yeah,
but like that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, what's his name? So then, it seemed like we're about to get the fight. This is finally it. War Devil versus Chainsaw Man. But like obviously Denji doesn't know who the fuck the War Devil is, and War Devil is talking to him like, "Yo, you know me, right?"
Yeah.
And then Yoshida's tentacle thing pulls up and just takes Denji away.
Yeah.
And like the whole time though, like I didn't say anything, but I was wondering, I was like, where's Yoshida?
Yeah.
And then like now
you probably love this chapter because that's your boy.
That's my guy, bro.
Yeah.
I want to see him actually like. Well, the reason he's my guy was because in part 1 he was just like, "Yo," to the what's her name, the blindfold, like the not blindfold, eye patch.
Yeah.
She was just like, "Yo, give me a rematch," and like she just squared up with him. I was like, "Bro, you're crazy."
Yeah.
But so he pulls up, and then nothing really happens with the War Devil and Denji thing, and then Asa wakes up at her house, and the War Devil's asleep.
Yeah.
And then we have this. I thought it was a parallel.
Yeah, 100%. I thought the same thing. Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang on the door, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like her looking at the door.
Yeah.
And like it pans to the door.
Yeah.
And I thought it was like what Denji went through. With,
100%.
Don't open the door, Denji.
This is the same thing though, right?
Yeah, don't open the door, Asa.
Yeah.
So then I thought it was a complete parallel. Like, damn.
We're
getting another door.
Yeah.
And then so then they kind of have like a quick conversation like that, like Asa, I've been turned into a devil or whatever. And Asa's like, fucking, I'm gonna open the door. Opens the door and Yoko's there.
Yeah, just all messed up.
Fucked up, yeah.
I mean, definitely didn't go the way that we thought it was gonna go.
No, I thought this was gonna be the first like sequence of fighting that we're gonna get between War Devil and Chainsaw Man, but
guess not.
Damn, today's not a good day.
Yeah,
we're not hitting. But next time we'll get the script, because we put those away back in our safe, so we're gonna have to go back, grab the script. We'll get it right next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we also had
the anime drop.
Yeah. And we got to see Denji fondle some titties.
Yeah, on multiple occasions.
On 2 different occasions.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just
honking away.
But he was disappointed.
Yeah.
Power he got it like that.
Yeah.
You're patting her shit. And then Denji was just so shook after.
Yeah.
And when he was stamping the papers, it
just
was
so
Makima.
So
he's just
sad.
He's not even in it, bro.
Yeah.
He's just okay.
Yeah.
And then Maki was like, what happened? He's like, bro, I finally got to touch some titties, but they weren't it.
Yeah.
And then Maki starts going, oh.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And she bites his finger.
His thumb. Yeah.
Lets him touch her ear or whatever.
And then he touches her boob. And then he just loses it. He's like,
how could you lose it at that moment? How could you lose it at that moment? How are you falling away? Fall forward. How are you fumbling? What are you doing? And then we get the big. This is we had the Gun Devil conversation.
Yeah.
Which we're finally getting into.
Yeah.
I guess a sort of overarching villain, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And we get a flashback of Aki.
Yeah.
With his little bro. And the snowball fight. And then I guess the Gun Devil just blowing the house away.
Yeah.
And both Aki's parents and his brother getting killed. But what I didn't like in the manga, when that happens, we get I guess it would have been narration in the anime.
Yeah.
Where it tells you the United States death total number.
Yeah.
Wherever else, death total, and then the number.
Yeah.
They never did that in anime.
I swear.
Makima just said the total number, 1.2 mil.
Oh, really?
She never said it because in the manga, because semi spoiler alert. If you guys want to skip forward.
Mm-hmm.
You know how near the ending we have the happens again.
Yeah.
We talked about it in our Chainsaw Man review. I remembered to highlight it.
Right.
How it was just so chilling. How we got to see
the whole thing. Yeah.
We kind of get a similar thing early on, but they never did it for the anime.
Okay. I thought it was just that one time, later on.
You get a small amount of it in this Aki flashback, and I thought we were gonna get it in narration just starts talking, right? Or even if it was Makima just listing them off or something, right?
Yeah.
We didn't get it, so I was just like, damn.
Yeah. Really gives you more into Aki's character though.
Yeah. But I really hope that in the future that they do use narration in places that are needed, because they did the same thing with Jujutsu Kaisen, but I know that was under KJ or Juji's instructions that you didn't want narration, but the way that Jujutsu Kaisen set up, low key narration just hits.
Oh yeah, 100%. But they haven't had that yet, right?
No, because
we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we see moving forward, we see them I guess
we get to see the full squad now.
Yeah, because they need a piece of the Gun Devil.
Yeah.
They want to attract the main body.
Yeah.
But yeah, we see Kobani, we see Himeno.
Yeah.
I forgot the dude's name.
Nobody cares, fodder.
Yeah, and then we see obviously Aki Power and Denji. Yeah.
And Himeno is just pretty funny, right?
Yeah.
Pretty funny she feels so free in a way.
Yeah.
But she basically puts a bet on this job that they're doing, because they're going to a hotel to kill a devil who I guess has a piece of this Gun Devil. And she puts a kiss on the cheek first.
Yeah.
Right? And then Denji's like, man, I don't want your kiss. What the fuck? I got bigger shit here, man.
Yeah.
And then she just give you a real kiss.
Yeah.
And then he's like, Makimahu.
Yeah. The dog just came out. He's like oh.
If you don't think we're zooming that in. Fuck, man. But yeah, no. So they're now in the hotel, but then they find out that they're actually stuck. So
we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. It's gonna be I think Chainsaw Man's doing pretty good with their adaptation.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm not like mad at it. I am disappointed that we didn't get that thing.
That thing, yeah.
It would have just been nice.
Yeah, that's true.
But we also had Jujutsu Kaisen 204.
Yep.
Beautiful chapter again.
Amazing chapter.
This was my favorite of the week.
Really?
My favorite of the week.
Both of you guys?
Yeah.
It was just a fight.
It was sick.
It was a sick fight.
It was sick.
It was a sick fight.
It was a banger.
Yeah,
some would say.
Tell his full chest. It was sick.
It was like a banger. Some might say.
Some might say. No, it was sick. But I mean,
was it a banger though?
Yeah, it was a banger.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
But One Piece was just a better banger.
The reason why
the whole thing was a fight.
Yeah.
So it was like obviously like the fight and the paneling, like it was sick, and also
the thing is, we've never seen Kenjaku fight.
Yeah.
So this is like the first time we're seeing Kenjaku actually do something other than.
But even then, the fight, like,
it was so sick.
Yeah, the paneling was crazy.
No, but I mean, in terms like, I guess for Jujutsu Kaisen, like, the fights are sick, but I guess more so about like the intricacies.
Yeah,
of Jujutsu Kaisen,
and we're gonna see that next chapter.
But we're talking about this chapter.
Yeah, but in this chapter,
so like
we saw him do
a lot of it was like, I mean, I guess Chozo's getting bodied and he's just trying to fight back and like.
Bro, the fact that Chozo could use his brother's abilities, is game changer, bro.
Yeah, but
that's insane. That means in some way, shape, or form, Yuji could also potentially do that too.
Yeah, I mean, Chozo being driven to do that, like. Assuming he dies after this, is like it's kind of hurting. But if he survives and he's able to kind of go further off of it, because how was he able to tap into their?
But Kenjaku does say
it's the blood relation. I think.
The blood relation, but then Kenjaku does say that because
he's
their
wings, father and shit.
That the wings weren't actually like they were a dud or something. They were called them like he was. They were pseudo, so it wasn't like the actual. It wasn't like the actual memory. Like he's just using like what like each brother's like. Thing was like for Yuji, for example, was like just straight like
being powerful.
That's what I wanted to mention.
Freedom.
That like the scene where he's just like this, and they all have their hands on his back.
Yeah, like you can do this,
bro. I feel like, and I could be wrong. That's a reference to Hajime no Ippo.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, none of us are reading it because in Hajime no Ippo, it's happened in the manga when Takamaru's fighting Brian Hawk.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Hajime no Ippo. When Takamaru is fighting Brian Hawk and he's about to fall, and then he has like and he
has all of them like help him up.
Yeah, exactly. They all like, I mean, like not actually help him up, but they were like kind of spiritually there.
Spiritually there.
And it was like on the hand on the back. Yeah,
I mean, you could see that in like a lot of anime where like they start thinking about their friends and shit, and like
that's true.
It's like a pat on the back or whatever, or like push him back. Yeah.
But
that was a really cool panel.
Yeah, but the way they were moving,
and even the way Chozo looked.
Yeah,
like his hair, like all just like back and straight, and he's just like he's like pushed up.
Bro, the way Kenjaku was moving was crazy.
The way Kenjaku was moving was insane, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, the backflip he did the backflip, and then he let out the same time let out the fucking curse words.
And then
I was like, bro,
crazy. And then Chozo hits him with some shit, but it just stops, and we don't know why it just stops.
No.
So like, even before that, so we just mentioned really quickly. That there's elegance, free, and powerful, which is like the three things that he got
from his brothers.
Was taking from the brothers.
Yeah.
And then we get to the point where like he does use what was the move that he was using?
Who?
Chozo.
Like he extends his arm out and he grabs Kenjaku and he basically like throws him. But then from the way I was reading it, it looked as if he like...
He detached his fucking arm.
No, but it was like blood.
It was a bloodline.
But then when he throws him,
yeah,
he uses that to like reel himself quickly into Kenjaku and then simultaneously throw a punch.
That panel went
crazy. crazy.
Yeah.
And then like Kenjaku's like, nope, let me just absorb that.
Because part of it, like the way he,
because that was the first time we seen him get hit,
was almost like the way Gon punches like Peter, and he's just in like you know what I mean, like like when somebody's just towering over somebody, and you're like you already know like this punch about to fuck him up, and then they go and then he does that, and then
unscathed.
Yeah, bro, the paneling just went so hard, and Kenjaku's just like countering everything Chozo's doing, so beautifully, bro. Like, like he's like keep moving fast. He's like dodging shit.
With him being,
he's using curse spirit.
With him being their father or whatever, is he gonna be able to do that pseudo thing too? Then
no, I don't think so.
So
the only thing is though,
it's because he's not in the same body.
No. Okay, one is like, again at the end, right? We see Chozo hit him with the 2 supernovas.
Yeah,
and then immediately they just drop.
Yeah. So like he
like it just drops of blood or whatever it is, but
no, because they were supposed to explode and hit him.
And hit him, but they just went down, and it just looked like the floor around like that he was on was perfect, and everything around him was just destroyed. So that's the thing. I thought it was gravity. I thought he was manipulating gravity there.
That'd be crazy, but it could also be. What if he can manipulate the blood though?
No. I think it has to like the way Gojo's powers are like around space and time, I guess, like
space time,
Having Kenjaku be gravity it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because other than him, I can see like Sukuna having gravity, but we already know Sukuna's like its own.
But that'd be crazy if he can use gravity. Holy shit!
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah,
and
but like I also don't think that like because he can use gravity, it's like a perfect counter for Gojo. Like there's a reason Gojo's sealed.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, of course. I mean, because he's got the infinite loop and stuff.
But
right?
so like, how are we?
Even though he has gravity, he can't fuck with infinity like that.
But how is it like if let's say it is gravity? How does Yuji go about this? Because Yuji is gonna be the one fighting him, no?
Well,
theoretically,
some.
So how does this play into his?
Well, we don't know how Yuji's gonna develop, right? Like, is he gonna get a curse technique, or like what's gonna happen with Yuji, right? Like, we don't know. Like, he's basically just keeping up through sheer like strength, right? Like brute force and like his martial arts.
You think Geji doesn't know what to do for his curse technique yet? And he's
I think he's waiting.
Or you think he knows though?
I think he knows, and he's
just waiting for the reveal.
Yeah.
I feel like he's kind of just like he's kind of getting the intricate stuff done, and once he figures out Yuji's like part to play in like the overall scheme, like what's gonna work the best. He's gonna.
I feel like because in an interview when somebody asked him, they're like, "Yo, is like that memory shit like Yuji's technique?" And he just straight up said, "No, Yuji has something else going on."
Yeah. No, he did say that. Yeah, I remember that. He for sure said that.
And I also think that like the fact that Kenjaku's trying to reach like this perfect like being or like curse or whatever, like whatever, we can strongly assume that Yuji was also part of that experiment.
Yeah.
So it's just like one of those calculation errors.
So do you think Yuji's is gonna be tied to gravity in some way, or like I guess physics?
Yeah.
But to be fair, we also don't really know like what was up with Yuji's dad's side, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So like there could be some family lineage stuff that comes out of that.
Yeah.
Right.
I like while I was reading it, I kind of just noticed that Kenjaku, I mean, obviously we made this comparison before, but he's very much like Aizen in the sense that he created Arankars to blur the border between Soul Reapers and Hollows, but he did the same thing with these cursed wombs.
Yeah.
Blurred the line between,
because they're like
Jujutsu sorcerers and cursed spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we also have Yuki at the end.
Yeah. Then so once Chozo gets Kenjaku to use his gravity or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yuki then pulls up and is like, "Awesome, Oni-chan."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, you should have hit it like leg kicked up, like
I'm gonna wait till you do it.
Yo, I'm not doing
it.
Yo, but she has a cursed tool or spirit.
I think it's a spirit
on her back.
It's the one that she has in the Doji flashback as well.
Yep.
I'm curious of why.
Toto.
Yeah.
I'm curious why she even has it there.
Probably
like what it does.
Probably,
like I mean, like what it.
We'll see.
Well, I mean, we'll see, right?
Yeah, we're about to find out. But it's on break next week, right?
Yeah, I
don't see that.
Yeah, pretty sure.
But so because she's gonna have her own curse technique and domain and stuff, and then she's gonna be using this curse spirit as well.
Yeah,
but
it's gonna be like a mix of like, I guess what Toji was doing with his.
I would say more like Yuta.
Okay. Yeah. I was just gonna say like mix of two other people, but the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're about to see Yuki finally do something herself, right?
Yeah.
Like we just saw Kenjaku,
and I think I'm more pumped for that.
Yeah.
To see, I'm more pumped to see Yuki finally pop off, because I know I know whatever Kenjaku did, like it's nothing compared to what's gonna happen later. So it's like,
oh, for sure, but like it's
still
just
dope.
It's just still dope to see him actually
for
fight,
sure.
Right? Like because he's been doing like
non-fighting shit for so long. Like
he's just been chilling back, right? And like this was like the first time he took initiative and said, "Yo, I'm going after Tengen, and I'm gonna throw hands to make sure I get him." Right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like even like next chapter, like when he's fighting Yuki, like I feel like that fight's gonna be like on a whole different scale.
Oh yeah.
Oh for sure.
Yeah.
I don't even think that next chapter we're gonna get this fight.
You think it's gonna be back to Yuji, guys?
Yeah, because that's what he does, bro. He gets you fucking hyped, and then he's like, "Bitch, you thought?" And then he just fucking
off screen, bitch.
Yeah, bro.
That's gonna suck though, because like, this is gonna be like, this is supposed to be the first time we see Yuki actually. Like we're gonna see why she's special grade, right? But if they just or she or however just cuts it off and like,
I think we'll get it not next chapter, but the chapter after.
Yeah,
like it's gonna be some shit like that.
I feel like with the way that his writing's going, he just
fleshes one thing out. Yeah, especially going back to the whole Maki thing.
Yeah,
it just kind of stayed.
Yeah.
We kept thinking like, yo, it's gonna switch, and it didn't switch.
Didn't switch.
Yeah, so
if he does switch it, that's a big pump fake, bro.
Yeah.
We also had Andor drop this week. This was the Prison Break episode. We had one boy with the tattoos all over him with the schematics of the prison.
Yeah. Michael Schofield. Schofield himself. Yeah. Hold up. Yo, their Prison Break was like, it was so lame. Easy to do.
It was so lame, bro.
It was just so easy because I mean, I guess there's such a hands-off security thing.
Yeah,
where it was just so easy to pull off. Where it felt
so little, like it wasn't thought out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like they were just like,
it was. Well, they don't know what was like outside of the world. Like once they leave.
Yeah,
and that's what I was kind of shook because so they do obviously successfully prison break, but like they go out to like a sea of like water, and then you're swimming, and then at the end of the whole thing, it's just Andor and this other guy that are running on like some random rocky area and like surviving. And I'm like, dude, you guys had 5,000 prisoners. 2 of you guys survived. Like I'm sure other people survived and then they just didn't show it.
They went off in different areas.
Yeah,
right?
but I'm just like, they were with a pretty decent group, and I feel like they should have at least swam in the same direction. But I'm assuming like half the guys couldn't swim or whatever. And like worst part is like Andy Serkis, like his character, Kino couldn't swim, and he's the one like. He has such not an emotional speech, but he's like in there because like he's like, man, like we can't count down the days anymore. We can't do this. Like this is the time. We're never gonna get a better chance of this. Like we gotta leave now. Like anything that's left in your heart or whatever, like use it. Get out. Get where you can. Like we're doing this together. Mm-hmm. And he's doing this whole thing, like a whole speech. Gets outside and he's like, "Fuck, bro, I can't swim." and the thing is, funny, and like bro. But it's so hurting because like. Andrew's like, yo, what the fuck do you mean you can't swim, right? And then people push him, and he falls off.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yo, because you know Andrew would have been down and like help him out like, or something, you know?
Or whatever, right?
And he fell, and then like he doesn't jump down, and he's just chilling there. You're just like, you already know they're about to abuse the fuck out of this dude, or like whatever. Like unless he kills himself. Like I hope we get to see what happens.
Well, I mean, I was like, yo, what's your option, bro? You jump or you drown?
Yeah.
But drowning is like the worst way to go. Like,
what the fuck is Empire gonna do to him?
I know, but if he runs back and he like I don't know stabs himself, at least it's like quick and painless in a way. But right, like
he could have shot himself in the head. Right?
If we had that moment where like Andrew could actually talk to him and be like, "I'll save you," like just, put your arm around me, I'll swim off and stuff. Thing. Like, I think that would have been cool. But this just makes it so like. It's so hurting. You know, you're just sitting there like, shit, that's my guy.
Luthen has ins in the Empire, though.
Yeah. And this is like something that this episode did that the other episodes didn't. Where even the people that are like his sleeper spy guys in the Empire, they have such a difficult life themselves, where they're tripping out and questioning like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm gonna get caught.
Well, because the guy because the guy that like we see this episode, his name's like Lonnie or something like that.
Yeah.
And he didn't like he was trying to like resign his position with like Luthen, however that works, right? Because of his wife and he just had a kid.
Yeah.
So he wants to,
like look out for their safety.
He might as well just like stick with like his ISB job rather than working in like some sort of rebellion, right? It's a safer option.
Mm-hmm. And Luthen's rebuttal to that though was like proper,
because like he also gave like so much.
He's adopted back. He's like, man, I don't have a life. I gave everything for this. You don't know how many things that like I've had people like die for this or whatever.
Exactly.
And even like that other job that they're gonna do, he's like, we can't even call them off because we need them to die. Otherwise, they're gonna find out that there's a plant in the Empire. Yeah. So now there's gonna be like 40 or something lives that are gonna die just because, like, you can see that he's really looking at the end goal, and he's, I was just shook. That whole conversation was nice. Like, the whole episode's been good. Yeah. Even the whole breakout was enjoyable. I didn't really like this episode as much as I liked the others. I don't know. The prison break was kind of lame, and then I also feel like it was basic. The Senate girl, Mon Mothma. Yeah. And the banker guy, and then they finally met up with the other guy that from her planet. I also felt like that one didn't hit, like that scene didn't hit as hard until the very ending, when he was like, "I'll bring my son as well." Yeah. Because they're about the same age. And in the same home planet where it's all about tradition. They get married at like 15. Arranged marriage type of thing. So like, he wants to basically introduce his son to like her daughter, and like she's just like, Yeah, and because she's gonna have to give that up because she's funding for for Luthen and stuff, right? So. Mm-hmm. I want to see how that plays out. I thought that was I like that. That was interesting. I like the very ending of it, but I didn't really care how much like their whole conversation played out. I didn't really give a fuck about. Oh, it didn't hit as like much as it. I guess it's because there was more mystery in the other episodes. Because they were being like, and this one was more like, okay, this is a confrontation where they're just doing the meeting, so it wasn't as much mystery. Yeah. Right. I mean, we're even the prison break was, again, it was basic, but that's because their system allowed for it to be basic, and because especially with Andor, like, he's not that smart where he's gonna be Michael Schofield in this bitch, right? But it's just crazy because he cuts a water pipe, it like short circuits like when they try to fuck him up, right? Zapper thingy. Yeah. I mean, let's see how next week goes. Yeah. At least it was more exciting, though, right? Like the prison break was more exciting because you actually get to see like laser beams fly off and stuff, or whatever. Like I don't know. Like, part of me likes the sort of slow, character-driven aspect of this, like show, rather than it being a bunch of like gunslinging. Yeah, that's true. No, I agree. But we did have like that moment at the end with Kino. Yeah, like there were moments, and even when he was giving the speech, yeah, for sure. Like there's so many moments throughout it where you're just like it's very much still Andor, and you still like it. Yeah. So it just didn't hit as hard as like I feel like the other episodes had hit. Yeah, that's just I think the thing with Luthen and his spy having that side of the thing, like perspective that we didn't get earlier in the show. Mm-hmm. I think that kind of makes up for it for the episode, not having like an intricate prison break or anything. Yeah. And who knows how? Like I don't even know how long these guys were swimming for, or how they even were able to swim that long. Yeah, exactly. Like what the? Like we don't know, right? Yeah, because to me it looked like the whole planet was water. Water. So I was just like, y'all gonna jump off, and like, where are you gonna get to? Yeah. And then all of a sudden they're in a completely different landscape, like not even showing like the shore or none of that. So it was kind of weird to see that. I mean, we'll see how it goes next episode, but yeah. Yeah, we have what? 2 more episodes or 1 more episode? I think 2 more. Yeah. The last episode airs on the 23rd, I think. Yeah, so 2 more. Okay. They got a lot to, I guess, cover in those 2 episodes. Unless we're getting like an hour, or I mean, like an hour. Yeah, they could increase that. Yeah, they could increase the episode length, but yeah. I mean, kind of all right. Like this week. Yeah, it was a pretty short week in terms of content that we had. Yeah, because a lot of stuff went on break. Yeah. I mean, shit, do you, man? Take your break. Yeah. No, it's all good. We'll have a filler Especially episode. My hero, bro. Take the longest break you need.
We'll have a filler episode. It's all good.
Yeah.
We'll just sit here and talk about nothing.
And we'll just have that like filler music playing.
Yeah. We'll talk about nothing.
Yeah, you just watch us do laundry and shit. Yeah. Trying to save a cat out of a tree.
Yeah, just our normal lives.
Yeah.
You have nothing to add, I guess.
No.
I have nothing else to add. I think that's all that we have for this week's episode.
Yep.
Thank you all for watching.
Yeah.
Go down there, hit subscribe, hit the like button. Throw a comment out there if you guys have anything, honestly.
Yeah.
Share the video. Go to our Twitter @Satan Society. And yeah. Peace.